Today I wanted just to talk to you about the 4 levels of a relationship. Now, this can go to any relationship you have, but since it is the month of February and we're talking about love and intimacy, I would love for you to just think about your love life with this. The levels are, the first one is acquaintances, that we have acquaintances in our life. Acquaintance are people that we just know. We might go to the same social networks with. You go out and you social network with them. It could be somebody who goes to the same gym. It could be somebody that sits a couple desks from you at work. So those people, you just know them. A lot of times they are on, they'll friend request you, or you friend request them because you know them, but they're not people that you really invest time with. The second level is a casual friend, and that is a person that you go past talking about the weather and the high and buys. You start to get to know them, and there are people that you might even choose to say, hey, well, let's invite this person when we all go out this weekend. But they're people that you like and they run in the same circles with you, but you're a little bit deeper with them than just the surface talk. And then the third one is a committed friend. So the committed friend is the person that you intentionally spend time with. So it's not just spending time with them inside of a group, but it's maybe having one-on-one conversations with them, grabbing coffee, going out with them. They're the people that are in your life that you say, hey, I would like to get to know you better. They're people that you would want to start dating if it's when we're talking about love. So, or your romantic life, whatever you would like to call that. But those are the people that you intentionally decide, I'm going to put some time and energy into this relationship. And those people are the ones that you usually start to pursue them even more, and you'll start to clear your schedule for them and make that quality time available for them. They're the people that you probably text on a daily basis, that you just go deeper than the acquaintance, deeper than the casual, and you say, you know what, I'm going to make a commitment to you. For your love life, these committed relationships are usually the relationships that you're thinking that are going to end up in marriage and a long-term relationship. So they're great. And then there's the next one, and that's intimacy. And so the intimate friends are the friends that you give body, soul, and mind to. Inside of your life, those are the people that you want to, that you commit, that I'm not just going to commit to having tell you about my life, but I'm committing to you in body, soul, and spirit. Intimacy is such a deep thing, and over the next month we're going to be talking about it even more. But it's something that I believe that we were created for, intimacy inside of our life. The problem is when we start to date, that we meet somebody and they're acquaintances, and then all of a sudden within that night or a couple of weeks, we actually bring them all the way up to the level of having an intimate relationship with them, that we hit this level of intimacy. And what happens is, since we did not build on the building blocks of acquaintance and then casual friendship and then a committed friendship and then intimacy, we continue to keep working to go back down to get that casual friend and that committed relationship out of that person. And a lot of times over my lifetime, it's ended up that didn't work, until I learned that there was a different way. And the way is to really get to know that person, to be that casual friend with them, to have a committed relationship where you know that you're moving towards a future. And then for me, it was marriage was the beginning of our deep, intimate friendship. And for me, or our relationship, for me and my husband, we decided to wait before we had sex. I wasn't always a person that waited, but I decided that I was going to choose this way, and I believe that this is a pattern. And when you do this pattern, no matter what you go through in your intimate relationship with that person, that friendship is that base. And so I want to challenge you to take some time. I talked about the 4 different levels, to look at your love life. Look at your current relationship. If you're not in a relationship right now, maybe the last relationship that you had, and look at the 4 different areas and examine where you're at in that relationship. There's no judgment, so don't judge yourself as you go through this exercise. But I want you to look and say, where are we at? Are we casual friends? Are we committed? Are we committed to a vision? Talk about that vision. If you have a vision to be with somebody, start sharing. If you're at that place in your relationship, start sharing about what does the future look like? Where are we going? And then I challenge you to wait for that intimate relationship. There's beauty and there's joy in it. But remember, when each level that you climb on this particular ladder, each level is going to require more of yourself. And a lot of times there's blockages and there's things that hold us back from actually going to the next level in the relationship, because each one requires more, each level requires more. So what we start to do is we'll pull back, or that person will pull back. A lot of times there's fear of, maybe fear of intimacy, maybe it's fear of just sharing your life with someone, maybe it's fear because you've been hurt in the past. There's a lot of reasons why we might hold back on going to the next level with a person. And a lot of times when you look at what is the next level in this relationship, there hasn't been any kind of clarity that has been around that, and what has been the boundaries or the expectations. So this leaves such a room for you to have that conversation with that person. If it's been in the past and you aren't in the relationship anymore, I just challenge you to see what did you bring to the table? Were you held back? Were there things, maybe there was caution that you listened to when you walked away from the relationship and it just couldn't go anywhere? But have there been things inside of your life that has held you from pursuing a relationship and committing more and more? So here's the levels again. There's acquaintance, there's casual, there's committed, and then there's intimate friendship, an intimate relationship, sorry. In these different areas, look at where you and your partner is, and maybe where you were in the past, and journal about it. See what comes out. Write down the 4 levels and write at each level, where has the relationship been or where is it going? And this is going to help you to take time to evaluate what path that you're going to take, and maybe even through that, see if there's any blockages that are holding you back, things that are pulling you back, and maybe they're cautious, or maybe it's just things that you haven't dealt with. You know, we all bring our baggage into relationships. We all bring different things, our past, our history, our hang-ups. And there's a lot of times, for me, I'll speak for me, that because of my past and because of my unhealed wounds, I allowed those things to hold me back from really pursuing that intimacy level with my husband. Now, there's a lot of times I've talked a lot about sexual intimacy, but there's also that spiritual, emotional, and intellectual intimacy that you can have as you go through these different levels. So I just want to challenge you to examine, take a look at, be curious about your relationship and see where it's at. So till we meet again, and this month we have a whole lot of different things that you're going to see on Lori Lockemy and on my blog, and all different things, however you're following this. And we are excited. We are going to be talking about pillow talk the next 2 videos, and I know that you are definitely going to find some inspiration or some help, or just a gentle reminder of some things that maybe you could look at inside of your relationship. So till we meet again, have a blessed day, and know that blessings are coming your way.